Joining me in the studio now is Mohamed Taha from BBC Arabic. And Mohamed, 167 days into this war, the diplomatic divide seems as wide as ever. So what can the US hope to achieve?
The US now hope to achieve a push to their vision to the two-state solution. Antony Blinken in the region for his tour number 6. He is actually trying to put this conflict in a wider perspective, trying to convince Israel that it could be a normalization to the relationship with Saudi Arabia and a contribution to Arab states in the future rule of Gaza, or also a contribution to the Palestinian Authority, versus the vision of Benjamin Netanyahu, who think that the one-state solution should be the only solution by the military presence of Israel in Gaza and the continuation of the war.
Yeah, and he'll also be keeping a very close eye on what's going on inside Gaza, the military effort there. And we've seen that there's been another raid on the Al-Shifa hospital, that key medical centre in Gaza, by Israeli troops. What's the latest there?
Indeed, this is whenever there is a tour by a top American diplomat in the region or negotiation between Israel and Hamas, we see this intensifying of fighting in Gaza. There are more than 400 people died in Gaza last day only during the month of Ramadan, and the aim is targeting what's so-called emergency committees. So Hamas, as they don't operate as an authority with a former police at the moment, they formed what's so-called emergency committees to try to protect and provide assistance to hospitals and other facilities in Gaza, but Israel now are targeting these committees as well.
Yeah, so somewhere they've already been and then they're saying they need to go back to, so a kind of sense of insecurity on both sides there. And there are also different accounts emerging on how much aid is actually getting into Gaza.
What we understand from the international agencies that are working in Gaza now, that there is a state of famine in Gaza. The people finished eating the birds' food and the animals' food and the leaves of the trees. There is a massive need for food, but also not food, but medical equipments and medical medicines. Aid is not only food. So Gaza in this massive and dire situation at the moment. And some analysts are saying that Israel, as they have their troops and men on the ground, they have to act as an occupying authority and provide this assistance and aid to the civilians in Gaza.
And I guess the feeling from inside Gaza is that that's not happening.
It is not happening at all. People are starving. People are. We saw that people are dying from malnutrition and lack of food, more than even the people who are dying from shelling. And the chaos of distribution of aid in Gaza, especially nothing is reaching nearly to the north of Gaza, is causing troubles to the people who are living there.
Mohamed Taha, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Mark.
Now, could working in extreme heat